Hi, I'm Cristina Smith, author along with my super duper smart brother, puzzle master Rick Smith, of the award-winning best-selling A Yoga for the Brain series of profound philosophy and really super duper fun puzzle books. And today we are celebrating the release of our best-selling sixth book in the series, Life Wisdom Word Search Yoga for the Brain, with author interviews. And today we are interviewing Jennifer Whitacre, who is the author of puzzle number 47, How to Save the World. Welcome, Jennifer.
Hi, Christina. How are you today?
I'm great, thanks. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Thank you.
Good. Where are you today?
I'm in Columbus, Ohio today.
Wow.
Yeah, at home.
Yay. And you're working from home these days?
I am. I've taken a shift in what I'm doing for work now, and I've backed off a bit on private clients, and I'm now teaching resiliency workshops, resiliency is so needed right now.
You're right. I mean, to be resilient is to be flexible, right?
Yeah, it is to be adaptive, to be flexible, and the resiliency that I teach is rooted in science, biology, and evidence-based theory.
Oh, nice.
So it's really effective. It's really effective.
Wow. I
Is
know
it?
a lot of people
Yeah.
need it right now so much. That's such a huge
Yeah.
skill that a lot of us may or may not have developed in the previous times.
Yeah. And I do a lot to try to teach people about physiology, which if we understand our own physiological processes, it makes healing from trauma or healing, from anxiety or managing our daily stresses so much easier. And, I even have some of that in my puzzle. Like I can't not talk about it. I talk about
Exactly.
survival instincts and
Well, yeah, and in your contribution in Inspired Wisdom Word Search, you talk a lot
yeah,
about healing from trauma. And
both
in
of
this book, you talk about how to save the world through
yes.
resiliency. So can you talk a little bit about all this? Because it's also tied together.
Yes, because there's a bit of a paradox that people don't understand. And that paradox is like, I think everybody is to some degree really good at heart. And, we really do. We want to save the world. I think so many of us have that in our head. Like, I just want to go save the world. But the way to do that is to go within and to heal ourselves. Because the
Right.
more we heal ourselves and the more we become resilient, then the world around us starts to change as we start to change.
You're so
And
right.
it really is, it's paradoxical. And the way our physiology works, if we're on autopilot, we have a survival aspect to our brain, and that's what keeps us alive. The survival brain is what makes our heart beat. It's what makes our digestion work and respiration and all the physiological processes happen. If we had to consciously think about that all day, we wouldn't be able to focus on it, and we wouldn't be having this conversation right now. Because
Right.
I would miss something and I wouldn't be able to make my heart beat and my breath work and everything all at the same time. So
Yeah, the
thank God we have the survival brain. And also, if we're always on autopilot, we are hardwired to scan for threat because of the amygdala. We're hardwired to scan for threat more than we are to look for things that bring us joy, like stop and smell the roses or enjoy the sunset, because death only has to win once. And it
wow.
doesn't matter so much if we miss a pleasure in life, but it really matters if we miss a threat. So it takes work and it takes effort to override that natural tendency to scan for threat and to blame others. And it takes work, but whenever we do the work and we shift that inside of ourselves and we Pavlov ourselves into scanning for our resources and the things that bring us joy and the things that calm us down and light us up, we can Pavlov that into ourselves. So we're scanning for threat or much less, and we're scanning for joy and pleasure and those awe-inspiring moments more often.
I
And
love how
it,
you're using Pavlov as a verb. That's so funny.
yes, I do. I do. I turned his name into a verb years ago because it explains everything and I can say so much less.
Right. So we condition ourselves. We basically,
Yes,
by conditioning ourselves, we become our own savior.
exactly.
And
Exactly.
and then by saving ourselves, then through our living example, we emanate that and out into the world. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, yes. And mirror neurons are how that works.
Mm-hmm.
And also resonance, because our emotional state will send a frequency out that other people will pick up on. And like I said, everything I teach is based in science. 4 years ago, MIT came up with a device called an EQ radio. We've known for ages you can put electrodes on somebody's body and do an electrocardiograph, an ECG, and measure somebody's emotional state by measuring heart rate, respiration, and other physiological symptoms. Well, this EQ radio sits 4 feet away from a person. So it proves that we are human tuning forks.
Oh, yes, you're
And
right.
so through the resonance and being that human tuning fork, like we're emitting a vibration through our emotional state, and other people are going to pick up on that. And then we also have mirror neurons. And so we are affected by so much nonverbal communication that's beneath our conscious awareness, that's driving our behaviors and our reactiveness or responsiveness. And it takes work to go inside and to override that. But when you do, oh my gosh, your whole world just changes, and how you see the world changes, and how you experience the world changes. It's amazing.
And the really fascinating thing about it is sometimes overriding it means letting it go.
Yes.
it's
Yes.
it's
Yes.
such a paradoxical thing. Well, I
Yeah.
actually have to tell you how much I love both of your puzzles.
Thank you.
Yay! I mean, you're such a
Yes.
wonderful part
Yeah,
of
got
the Yoga
fun.
for the Brain series. I'm so delighted that you're part of our team of authors. And I wish you wonderfulness until the next round, wherever that may take us. And great luck in your workshops on resilience. People really need that now. So if you want to get your copy of Inspired Wisdom Word Search Yoga for the Brain and find out how to save the world by saving yourself among 60 other great messages, you can pick it up on Amazon, Barnes and Noble, Target, and independent bookstores everywhere. Thanks so much, Jennifer. I really appreciate it.
Thank you,
Bye.
Christina. It's been an honor.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Thank